if this current president wanted to really send clear signals to the marketplace, and if he was really serious about investment in our economy, if he was really serious about the government doing something that would spur economic activity in the private sector, he would announce that he's asked for Lisa Jackson's resignation and put a hold on all EPA rulemaking indefinitely until there's a more thorough economic analysis.
One of the things that the summit revealed that I think was surprising to a lot of North Dakotans, to a lot of chamber members, was that, you know, you hear sort of these obscure things about the EPA, that they're just inherently bad because they're cleaning the air and the environment at the expense of business and industry, which creates sort of a polarizing position. You're either on one side or the other side. But when you hear specific things like the fact that the state of North Dakota right now is engaged in somewhere around a dozen at any given time lawsuits or legal actions against the EPA, I mean, that's quite a testimony that our state government has to defend itself against our own federal government because it's so far out of control. Another fact that came up, one of the utility executives mentioned that they're dealing right now with about a dozen major EPA rulemakings and about 80 minor ones. Now, up until the Obama administration, the norm was maybe you'd be dealing with one EPA rulemaking at a time, but not a dozen at a time, plus another 80 minor ones. Again, illustrating just how far-reaching and how far out of step and how extreme this EPA is. The other fact is you've got real specific anecdotes of companies that are having to deal with $400, $500 or more $1 $500 million investments to meet EPA standards that then change in a year or two. And so that uncertainty that has been created by the EPA basically is leading to companies having to make the determination whether they invest these hundreds of millions in wealth creation and jobs creation, or whether they just scrap their plants altogether. That's not a very good trade-off. So I thought the summit was very helpful in that regard, and that it had very specific illustrations of the impact of very specific EPA rulemaking.